WNBA fans, women's basketball fans, get in here right now. We have a blockbuster trade to go over. And I'm letting you know right now, before I get into it, the Aces lost this trade, and they lost this trade bad. I don't know what they got cooking over there. They're acting like my poverty franchise, the Chicago Sky, with these moves. But we're going to talk about it. So the WNBA decided to launch this blockbuster trade on a Sunday while we're trying to eat our food and enjoy our family. So F them for that. But this is the trade that Annie, who I still don't know how Annie gets all this tea, but you know, look, if you got it, sis. So Annie leaked this trade a couple of days ago, and we're going to get into it. So this is the first domino to fall in WNBA free agency, and I think everything is going to kind of go from here. And it's a 3-team trade with the LA Sparks, the Las Vegas Aces, and the Seattle Storm. So starting from the bottom, the Seattle Storm are receiving the number 2 overall pick from LA. So LA has decided to give up their number 2 overall pick, which probably would have been Olivia. And they are giving that number 2 overall pick to the Seattle Storm, as well as WNBA player Loyd. I'm probably saying it wrong. Which I understand why LA did that, because yes, they could have used an Olivia Miles, but I think they would be okay without her. And I think that's pretty smart to go ahead and give that number 2 overall pick if you're going to get Kelsey Plum. So on the way to the LA Sparks receive Kelsey Plum. On top of the fact that they're receiving the 9th overall pick from Seattle, which to me, you're still in the mix. You're still in the conversation. The LA Sparks can still get a really good player with that 9th overall pick in the draft. And then they also get Kelsey Plum. The Sparks are cooking. They won this trade. And then when you get to the Aces are getting the number 13th overall pick from LA. And then they're getting Jewell Loyd, which to me is not better than Kelsey Plum. And I just don't understand how that helps their situation. So all in all, I see why the Storm are happy with getting the number 2 overall pick. It's going to give them a young guard because they have a lot of veteran presence. And because Jewell Loyd and Gabby to me were very duplicative, I think the loss of Jewell Loyd will be addition by subtraction, if that makes sense. So the Storm getting the number 2 overall pick where they can get a young guard like Olivia to bring some youth into Seattle, and then they can kind of work with the core that they have, makes a ton of sense. The Sparks getting Kelsey Plum, I didn't know Kelsey wanted to go to LA, makes a ton of sense. But the Aces, I don't know what they got going on. Y'all drop down below and let me know what you think.